Welcome. Never fear, good citizen of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here. Yep, excitement, adventure, just another day.
Well, Con, why would you say a very mean thing like that? What do you gain out of being so mean to me?
Welcome. Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The
You're making a mod.
manager is here.
What mod are you making? If you don't mind me asking.
Excitement.
But yeah, hello, Wilcon and Darkside. What is going on? You're not purple, you're Darkside. Oh, you're making a driving mod? Okay, that's actually pretty sick. Because iPie's mod is not officially released, I think other than Gravity's mod, which is not like a custom level thing even, it's just like brand new, you know, like adding to the driving mechanic. So when it comes to like custom driving levels, I don't think there are any that are officially released for movie modding. I don't think there's even one right now. So that's pretty cool that you're making one because, well, it'll most certainly stand out. But also, like, yeah, like, I like all these mods I've been playing, obviously. But they're all, like, platforming and stuff, which obviously, I mean, the platforming is the part that everyone likes the most. But you can definitely make something really good with, like, sliding and driving and stuff. There's only one sliding mod, and there's no driving mods. So it's literally just, like... I think, like, and I said this, driving levels, because now it's easier to make them fun because the driving mechanics are more fun, you know? Same goes with, like, the boost pads and the tricking and everything, like, it just, everything about it, like... Yeah, Dockside, like, half the time... Actually, it has been happening recently, but for a long time, a lot of the time, my badges would just disappear.
Welcome.
And so would everybody else's badges, from my perspective, and then I'd have to refresh the chat. But sometimes that wouldn't fix it. Because Twitch implemented this thing where you can sometimes see, like, message history in the chat. So because it was loading previous message history, and the message history showed no badges, it was like, ah, oh, this is exactly how I should keep portraying, the chat, which is not how it should go when there's no badges.
Welcome.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Wilcon. Like, because the driving is inherently a lot more involved, it's just a lot easier for people to, you know, be encouraged to make a driving level, because unless they make it really poorly, it probably just will be fun, because the paddy wagon is fun to use now, you know? It kind of makes you realize, like, how simple the vanilla paddy wagon is. Like, a lot of car games, I mean, this isn't, like, a solely driving game, obviously. So it's not automatically not going to be as involved as games like Sha. Or even, like, fucking Boating Bash, where, like, separate car parts could break and stuff. Like, obviously that's not going to be the case, but, like, the fact that there's just not even, like... I don't know, like, there's no massive shortcuts, and... the turning, like, it's hard to turn, and there's no drifting. There aren't even, like, that many obstacles, like, and even the obstacles that are on the road is usually the same, like, 5 or 4 obstacles, like... I think the paddy wagon should be able to make small hops. I think that could have been fun. What's up, Jagger? What's going on today? My issue with creature driving is that they'll make you do, like, 5 laps of just, like, the same kind of... And you're not even, like, actually racing anyone, like, it just, you know... Although I think creatures, like, driving mechanics and stuff aren't bad, but they are also simple. But just, like, when you factor, like, how the levels are designed as well, I do prefer movie driving. Which is funny because, like, the literal first thing you do in Creature is drive. But after the first, like, 2 laps, you're like, oh, well, I'm not really, like, doing anything. This is fucking kind of sick out of bounds for some of the... I think it's just for the Diesel Dreaming driving levels. It's like, it's hard to explain. You, like, go out of bounds, and then, like... While out of bounds, it's like a Mario Kart Wii Ultra Shortcut type of thing. Where you trick the game into thinking that, like, the key checkpoint's behind the finish line. Like, it makes the game think that you went across the entire lap. I don't think they do it, though. I don't think it's, like, that, like, viable. I've been, like, not holding A there recently to save frames, but it keeps fucking me. I should just hold A. Because otherwise, like, I keep not holding it, or, like, barely holding it, and then not being able to, like, reach the trampoline, and then I lose, like, a decent amount of time. Yeah, I don't really know anything about Palworld, but people are accusing it of, like, using a shit ton of AI, and I don't know if it's true or not.
Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here. Yep, excitement, adventure, just another day.
Well, yeah, obviously the copy Pokemon, but, like, the accusation, this specific accusation is about AI.
Welcome.
Thank you for the good luck, Tulsi. Yeah, good luck on your frogfish runs.
Yep, excitement, adventure,
Blender.
just another day in the life of a manager.
What's the advantage of, like, making it in Blender?
It's a short slide from manager to, well, not manager. Manager coming through. To see what...
Yeah, no, it's, like, when I did not know what the game was until I got an ad for it on, like, YouTube a few days, like, a week ago. And I was like, wow, this is, like, the most obvious, like, Pokemon ripoff thing ever. Very obviously a Pokemon ripoff, but, you know.
Welcome. Fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here.
Salazzle's already kind of, like, not sexualized, I guess. I mean, well, people sexualize it.
Adventure.
But, yeah.
Welcome. Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here. Adventure. Just another day in the life of a manager. It's a short slide from manager to, well, not manager. This is a job.
could be. Sucks, Jagger. I think there was only one time where I like, had to lose to Wallace so I could go, like, train. Because my Pokemon was so underleveled, and one of my Pokemon was, like, a slacking. And against the Ludicolo, it just could not do anything. I remember, I think my slacking somehow got paralyzed, so that didn't help. But also, the fucking Ludicolo, like, used double team 6 times. And then obviously, like... slacking just absolutely could not get ahead in. And, like, none of my other Pokemon could deal with Ludicolo, so I had to just, like... You know, like, those, the interviewers that you can fight around Hoenn? Like, I would grind on those for, like, a million years. Until I leveled up, like, 10 times on all my Pokemon. And I won on my first fucking try. Hello, Lucy. What's up? Not sexual movie. Hey. My practice session was, like, fine, I think. The only concerning thing was that I was missing Fast Corkscrew a worrying amount. I think that was it.
I'd like to wake up now.
I have the feeling that I forgot to practice Sunday Jump. I don't know if I actually did forget, though. I might have forgot whether or not I forgot about Sunday Jumps. It's quite possible. Butcher humans. Yeah, so it's like weird-ass fucking bootleg, more edgy Pokemon, I guess. Hot tub. Oh my god, thank you for the shab. Bruh, it was so funny, like, I clicked on one of those hot tub streams again, like 2 or 3 days ago. And, like, the camera angle, I mean, fucking hell, right? And it said rerun, but, like, no one in the chat had clearly read that. Like, it just, people kept talking. And talking, asking questions. And then someone went like, I'm back, and like 5 seconds later, shake that ass. Hello, Lena and Shadow.
SpongeBob.
Get past depression. I doubt Nintendo is aware PCs even play games. Yeah. There's a lot of Nintendo memes that you can make and that'll be valid. But you know what? They do be rich as fuck, though. And I will continue to purchase their products, though. Like, for example, if you ever wanted to play, House in Your Door, like, officially... Like, cause this game, I assume is gonna be $60. Like, that is such a steal compared to, like, the GameCube version's prices. It's so much cheaper that it's, like, Opportunity of the lifetime right here. It's like, damn, I basically have to buy it. Now, I'm partially sad that there's a Thousand Year Door remake because I spent a lot of money on my GameCube version, and it already has dropped in value. And when the game comes, assuming it's a good remake, the GameCube version is gonna drop a lot. It already has dropped a lot, but it's gonna drop like a lot. If the remake's really good, I could easily see the GameCube version dropping to like, because what was it before, like over 100, and now I could easily see it selling for like, well, like £40 or like 50. Well, kind of regardless of, like, the piracy dock side, it's just nice when, like, fucking stuck-up company, like, at least has, like, it's like, okay, you can play our games, I guess, baka. Because if we keep encouraging that, then they might actually, you know, put games... Like, Nintendo's, like... They love making money, but then they're just like, alright, I mean... Hey, Nintendo, can you put this game, like, can you port it? Like, don't even do anything with it, literally just port it for, and then sell it for, like, $20. And then they're like, no, I don't think I will. Hey, Nintendo, you do realize that, like, if you added, like, the Pokemon, like, the GBA Pokemon games onto the eShop, like, and sold them for even, like, $20, $30, everybody ever would buy them, right? And they're just like, no.
Vacuuming up manliness, even in the corners.
Steam Deck is the best emulation machine, except for when it has really weird problems for some reason, like I had with Dolphin. Yeah, Bash Gang is faster when you grab the extra, because it's actually just, like, right there. I love Bash Gang. We have 2 tricks that we call Bash Gang. Because that Bash Gang, like, most people don't even do it anyway, so, like, the other one is, like, the proper Bash Gang. Because, like, that's an actual strat that saves time. Now the man, the Bash Gang.
Vacuuming up manliness, even in the corners. Boing.
Mother 3 English, true as fuck. And because it never officially released in the States, they could easily justify selling it for like $30+. Because it's Nintendo, and everybody would buy it. Although, I think we're either never gonna get that, or they might do, like, some sort of remake trilogy thing, potentially.
Oh, that's a headache waiting to happen.
Well, what I mean, like, with the Steam Deck, like, because we haven't had, like, a handheld thing this powerful before, it's, there's a lot of trial and error. So while the deck is really good, you know, this, like, yeah, developers were, you know, trying to ensure deck compatibility, or maybe even the deck itself having issues. Like, it's just trial and error process we gotta go through. But it's obviously worth it because it's really good, and in future we'll probably have even better, even stronger, even more reliable Steam Decks. Which hopefully also means more programs work on Linux, which would be pretty nice. I still need to install Lightshot on Linux. I still need to do that. I'm not continuing that. No Steam Deck. PTCGL.
Welcome.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Trading Card, yeah. Bugs out and breaks, has no game log, you can't even add friends.
The manager is here.
I just love when, like, companies just, like, make things worse. It almost feels like it's intentional.
Adventure. Just
Like,
another
whenever a
day in
site
the
does a
life of
really, really
manager.
bad, like, layout change, for example, like fucking Twitter.
It's a short slide from manager to, well, not manager.
I remember people had the theory that,
A
like,
manager is always
I don't know
prepared.
why, people had the theory that Elon did that to intentionally kill Twitter, but, like, that's just kind of stupid. That doesn't make sense.
Manager.
Because what actually happened is that he spent a lot of money on it, so logically he would want to try and make the money back, right? That, like, makes, like, objectively the most sense.
Next to managerliness. A manager is always
Because even for him, that's
prepared.
obviously, like, an insane amount of money. Yeah. Like, the theory that Elon changed Twitter to X purposely to kill it. Which is, like, does not make any logical sense at all.
Welcome.
Even if you think like a stupid person,
Never
it still
fear,
doesn't make
good
sense.
citizens of Bikini Bottom.
Because rich
The
man like
manager
le
is
money.
here.
If he kills Twitter, he won't make le money back. Therefore, killing Twitter bad. He
Adventure.
genuinely thinks those changes are good. Slash profitable. So from a company perspective, he thinks the changes are good.
Welcome.
Gigantic
Never
bird
fear,
cock.
good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here. Yep. Excitement.
I'm wondering
Adventure.
if you can just like
Just another day in
promo
the life
like
of a
any
manager.
tweet on Twitter, like if they just don't even check it. Yeah, there's no way. Like, I was thinking maybe they have bots to scan the content, but they somehow failed to scan that properly. But thinking about it, it's possible that they also just don't have bots to scan, because obviously, like, more promos means more money to Twitter, so they would not want to delay the process in case something was accidentally flagged as bad when it wasn't bad.
Excitement.
So they probably just, like,
Just another day in the life of a manager.
let you promo anything without really checking it. I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
A short slide from manager
they
to
probably just have, like, keywords that you can't use or something.
a manager is
Or, like,
always
strings of
prepared.
text.
To see what nothing like a little man type stuff.
I've started, like, muting, like, whenever I see, like, an ad thing, I always mute it. And what that's... I don't know if it's because of that, but it seems like it is because of that. All of the ads I see now, all of them are just... either, like, weird bot accounts just saying their name, like, for some reason. So it's just, like, basically a nothing tweet. Or it's NFT slash crypto. Like, shit. Like, those three things are literally, like, at least 95% of the ads that I see now.
Ouch.
Although, I saw one recently that was like... I wish you a wonderful day or something like that. And just because I just saw the word ad, before I could even process the text, I just instantly muted it. And then while it was like taking a second to process the mute, I like read it, and I was like, oh, that was a bit mean on my end then. I don't have certain accounts muted, obviously, though. Like, I don't have, like, Nintendo muted when I see, like, a promo thing from them. Because I don't want to mute them, because I want to see, like, their actual, like, if something's, like, if people are retweeting, like, maybe they announced a new game and, like, people are retweeting it, like, I want to see that.
Kapow!
4 hours. 3 p.m. It does definitely sound like your schedule will be fucked. I guess we'll just have to slowly but surely work your way back to a normal sleeping time. Ice Pop. Well, it's cool that you like it. I think my work here is done then. Prime should sponsor me, honestly. Alright, imagine this plot twist, right? Imagine I was actually, like, some fucking robot sent back in time so that I could promote Prime to my audience. As made by KSI and Logan Paul. And and obviously it's like very casual. I'm just like, oh yeah, like it tastes good. And then I got like the bottles in the background. So I'm not like proper shilling them. I'm just saying that like the drinks taste good and stuff, and it feels good to own them. And then like planting the seed in your brain, right? Planting the seed. And when it's all said and done, I get the people to buy Prime. And then I deactivate when my job's done. Except I can't deactivate because I've been reprogrammed with code. I must get 222 first before I deactivate. Like a boss. And I'm going to hit 4,900 attempts today. Like, basically guaranteed. Because the only way I wouldn't is if I got 222, like, before then. Which, obviously, like, let's be real, is not happening, so...
So much destruction.
Riot Games traced art. I'm so proud of them. Yeah, I'm not really that surprised because, you know, companies be like, but yeah, that's kind of shitty. I mean, obviously it's shitty, but yeah, I just can't be, like, mad because it's just, like, it's a fucking company. I kind of expect that. But yeah, it's cringe as fuck, though. Hello, Cac. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing okay. I was finally a little more productive than normal today, so I can be a little happy about that. Normally, I take, like, kind of, from waking up, I usually take, like, at least, like, 30 minutes to get out of bed, but today it took me, like, 15. Which is, you know, 15 minutes being more productive. And I finally, like, for my video, I finally got, like, the intro segment. I finally finished all of, like, the visuals. Because, like, when it comes to, like, talking about, like, a game, the hardest thing to do, the hardest part to edit is easily the intro. Because you don't want to, like, have the game just take up, like, all of the footage. So you really struggle to figure out what should go in the background. And it's just really, really difficult. But I finally got it done. And now I can just solely focus almost for the entire rest of the video. Almost entirely. Can focus on, like, gameplay on the screen. Which makes it way easier to edit. And now I should I should slowly begin to get out of a slump. There are some exceptions, though. Right where I finished editing for now, like, in terms of, like, the background visuals, I'm supposed to edit, like, what's it called? I'm supposed to edit a segment. No, that's not the word. Fuck, man, what's the word? A skit. I need to do a skit. But, like, it involves someone else. And, like, I didn't ask them ahead of time. I did ask ahead of time if they'd be up for it. They said yes, but I haven't contacted them recently to do it. Because I was more productive the last couple days than I expected myself to be, so I didn't expect myself to catch up. But I need to get a hold of them as soon as I can. And I could just edit after the fact. But the annoying thing is that I'm the type of person that wants to get something done then. I don't want to leave it for later, or else it kind of fucks with my brain. Like, because then I can't say, oh, I fully edited 20 minutes of this video, because I didn't. I haven't done 20 anyway, but I'm just saying, like, if I skip the skit, then I always have to say, I edited 20 minutes, except for the skit. I always have to say, except for. And it just makes me feel like I haven't actually done anything when I have. So it bothers me, and I just really need to get the thing that's immediately in my path, like, out of the way. Preferably, if I can. So I should, like, get that sorted kind of, like, ASAP. Anyway, I should actually, like, read the messages now. That's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. Like, when I thought of, like, stealing. I don't have really... I wanted to PB and Frogfish by 1 more second, so I could be, like, super duper satisfied with the time, but the time is just, like, currently too good to just try and beat. Like, of course I could beat it, but I don't want to... I'm not streaming Frogfish for 6 hours a day. No one's gonna watch that. And the time is still quite good. So, I don't really intend on it, probably. Unless stuff gets found, like, obviously. If there was, like, a 1 second time save and no cheese found, then yeah, I probably would. When I say no one would watch it, I mean, like, in the grand... Like, I don't mean literally 0 people, but I just mean, like, a lot less people. Because it's frogfish, like... I usually don't mind running frogfish when there's only, like, an hour left of the stream or something, because then it's kind of whatever. However, the reason why I haven't been running frogfish when there's an hour left of stream is because my brain is now hardwired to grab the extras, and it is so hard to move from one category that grabs extras to one that does, or vice versa. It's extremely hard to do that in the middle of your play session, because the way that this game is structured, you take the same path nearly every time, but then you just, with these extras, you just go a little out of the way to grab something, and it's so similar to what you were already doing that it fucks with you so bad, and you'll just have, like, so many attempts die and no cheese to either grabbing or not grabbing the extra, depending on, obviously, what, you know, which order you're doing the shit in. But yeah, like, that's why I'm not running frogfish.
Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here. Yep, excitement, adventure. Just another day in the life of a manager. Boing. Welcome.
I think what Darkside's trying to get across is, well, I think, I mean, my take would be, like, it's not a big deal, but, that being said, like, companies, they like to make you think they're, like, one of you, which is why, like, Opera GX, like, already, like, the way that they talk, the way they do on Twitter is so that it's like, oh my god, it's like the funny base company, we should, like, use their product. So it's like, if you push that away, then, like, they can't even, like, plant this seed, I guess. Because there is something that Darkside said that I agree with, which is that if you accept what a company does, if you get comfortable with what a company does, they will push it to see how far they can go. And in some cases, it's not a big deal, but I'm just saying in general, they do that. Which is exactly why we see longer ads than we used to, is because we just let it happen. Like, people complaining, like, oh, well, of course they're going to play more ads, bruv. Of course they're going to. And then they get longer, and it just gets worse. And that's just one example of how a company can just fucking, again, plant their seed. Hello, Peppa, thank you for the good luck.
I'd like to wake up now. Whoa!
Well, yeah, the problem is that our data's been stolen for so long that I can't possibly care anymore. I actually just don't give a fuck anymore because I'm numb to it. Because there is no way, there is pretty much no way for your data to not be stolen. Like, there is, like, nothing, there is basically nothing you can do about it. The only option would be to not use the internet, essentially. And we're not gonna do that, are we? So... But we do have the ability to stop a company from you know, being cringe, I guess. So people just like people want to feel like they have like power over like the company, I suppose. Which at the end of the day, they're still sapping our shit, but like we want to feel like we have some sort of like power.
Manliness has landed. Ugh.
I have watched some videos that have like a surprising amount of swearing in them, and they're still monetized. Whereas in like 2018 or something, that like would not have been the case. So yeah, with companies, they try to push things to see how far they can go while making the most money possible. With like the swearing thing, I think it's a good thing, but it's obviously so the company can try and benefit itself. Obviously, so they can monetize more videos. But yeah, that's just how it goes.
SpongeBob.
Also, hello as well, Alice. Well, yeah, but like the thing is though, is if they already like, even if they can get away with like stealing data, people still like, again, when it comes to like Opera GX and stuff, like the way that they tweet, a lot of people don't like it because it just comes off as, wow, we're so based, use our product. Like people have control over that aspect at least, so like people, you know. Even if a murderer were on the loose, you would still, like, want to prevent them from doing any more damage, you know? Hello, Woody, thank you for the good luck. I don't think to be... I don't think that duck was... I think that duck was just kind of waffling with the grapes. Okay, thanks for the good luck. I bet the duck was on Epstein Island, TBH. Oh yeah. I accidentally logged into my old YouTube channel yesterday, and I, like, found my privated, like, I used to make, like, commentary, like, rant videos in 2016. And, like, I was surprised that some of the writing was actually, like, not bad, considering I was, like, 14 years old or something. But, like, yeah, I made my first ever video I made on there, like, a rant, was on, like, some kids' toy review. It wasn't a review, it was, like, a kid's weird toy channel where the guy talks in, like, a weird-ass voice. Right? And, like, I don't really think that's worth making a video on, but apparently I felt it necessary. And, like, I clearly did not, like, give a fuck. Like, there's one line where I literally call him a child molester, so I don't think I have much shame. Also, I was fucking shocked. You could hear a Welsh accent. You could hear it. And I was just like, damn. Because, like, when I heard my own voice back then, I didn't hear any Welsh. But, like, now that obviously so many years have passed, like, 7.5 years since I made those videos, I can hear the Welsh. Purple is here. Am I also destined to fall off in, like, 2 years? What does that mean, iPie? You calling me Trump? Nah, those videos are fucking privated, bro. They're, cringe, as the kids say. It's so funny, like, I used to call things cringe in 2016 when I was cringe as fuck. Like, cause in that video, I did, like, a skit of, like, kind of, like, making fun of, like, kid channels that are just, like, kind of cringe. I mean, basically every kid channel is cringe, but you know what I mean. And they had this section of, like, royalty-free royalty-free music, Minecraft gameplay, and the royalty-free music was absolutely fucking ear rape. And I was talking, and I could hear what I was saying, and I said, like, weeaboo. I said words like weeaboo and stuff like that. And I was just like, and like, I said, like, cancer and stuff. It's just like I was cringe. I didn't think it at the time. I was fucking cringe. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys remember, but I complained that YouTube took down my rice scum video, even though it was already privated, and they took it down for harassment, and I was pissed off. The video's still there, so I don't know what happened, but I guess they, like, undid that at some point, because I haven't checked in, like, a year, but it's back now. And god, that video fucking sucks. I do the thing where I call people kids, just because, like... I mean, yeah, it was people blindly defending rice scum for, like, no reason, and they probably are kids, but I still, like, did the thing where you just, like, call them a kid because, like, they have a different opinion. And, the N-word is in there somewhere. Not said by me, but it is in the video. That might even be why it got taken down in the first place, I'm not sure. And then I go on, like, some rant. Because there's, like, this old channel that is, like, definitely rice scum. You can hear it in his voice. Like, definitely rice scum. But he always, like, denies it, so I was just kind of shitting on him for a minute. But that's, like, so, like, pointless compared to everything else you could criticize him for. And I also extended the video out. In case... Because the video was, like, exactly 10 minutes. So I remember stretching it out so that people didn't think I was stretching it to 10 minutes for, like, ad revenue or something. So, like, the last, like, minute, I'm just, like, waffling. Anyway, yeah, the video sucks. Patreon exclusive role. If if this new channel that I'm gonna make, like, works out, I'll probably make a Patreon. Because new channels, they kind of expected to make Patreons, so I probably, maybe I could do that. I'm talking about, like, my old, like, 2016 rant videos. iPie, like, on an old channel. Fucking hell, man. This is going fine in practice. Yeah, it's because back then, like, a lot of people, like, just didn't know how monetization works, so even if a channel wasn't monetized, if they saw 10 minutes, because it was literally, like, 10 minutes and 2 seconds, so if they saw that, they would have been like, oh, you stretched it out to 10 minutes. Which is why it's 11 minutes in the final version. But yeah, I made a toy channel video thing about a toy channel. I made a video on Ricegum. I made a video on clickbait, like, just as a concept clickbait. I made a video on roleplay channels, and I fucking went in on them, bro. I was so ruthless. I literally dedicated, like, a couple minutes to Stampy, and now he's, like, fucking cringe and all this shit. And it's like, he really isn't cringe. Like, he really isn't. Like, compare him to, like, other, like, channels, he is not even cringe. Okay, he has, like... He does, like, a laugh that is, like, kind of cringe, I guess. And he's, like, always happy. I guess that's kind of cringe. But, like... I feel really bad, because, I mean, practically no one saw that video, but I still feel bad because, like... When I think of Stampy, I'm just, like... You know, he's a nice guy. Like, if you had kids, you know that they can, like, watch his content. And he's not, like, weird kind of kid content. He makes, like, actual content that is actually interesting because, like, in his Minecraft world, obviously, he's made, like, 1 million buildings. Like, it just sparks creativity for the kids. And, he has, like, these cool videos where he, like, pretends to go to the moon and shit like that. And has, like, a time machine, I think, as well. Like, he's just got, like... Just, like, good, like, kids content. And I just kind of ragged on him, because, like, I didn't know how to, like, stretch out the video, so I just fucking, like, ragged on him. Yeah, 2016 and 2017 were, like, very, like... People were kind of seeing how far they could push it, and then... Holy shit, bro. What's up, Jam? The ma'am? Thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription for 46 months. Welcome back to the Purple Foundation Retaliation. And I hope you are having a fantastic day, bro.
This is a job for a manager.
Yeah, I threw out all my dupe primes.
I'd like to wake up now.
Because, like, the box was big, I wanted to, like... I only had a couple magazines in there, I want to put more shit in there. I also want to clear the table so I can build my Lego sets on it. I think that'd be cool. Alright, good. You're getting back into Jujutsu Kaisen. There's some shit that happens really late in that I can't tell you, but it's like... It's actually, like, insane. Like, you won't believe it. Also, yeah, the new One Piece was pretty decent. The thing is, right... One thing I noticed with, like, the last few One Piece episodes... They are moving along a little faster than I think they used to. They still lollygag a little bit. They still do that hologram bit for like 2 minutes. But it does seem like it's going a little faster than before. And I don't know if you saw, like, oh, like, here's what's happening next episode, but it sounded really interesting. I think next episode would be good. I agree, though I would prefer if, like, the whole episode were, like, new content, but yeah, it is an improvement. Water plus food coloring and stuff. People don't buy Prime anymore. Like, my mum saw Prime being sold at Tesco for 75p. They were trying to get rid of it. And, like, every time we go to, like, Asda Tesco, like, they always have, like, huge, like, baskets of it, almost. Like, unless it's, like, new, people don't want it anymore. Which, there is a new one. This is Cherry Freeze. I still haven't tried it yet. I'll probably try it next week.
The manager is here. Yep. Excitement, adventure, Just another day in the life of a manager. It's a short slide from manager to, well, not manager. Boing!
To see what
Manager coming through.
Also,
Manager coming through. Cleanliness is next.
because One Piece is, like, picking up the pace a bit, I think I think it'll end before, like, within the next, like, probably, like, 8 years. Which is funny, because that's, like... That's how long I've been caught up for. I caught up really fast. Like, I'm actually pretty impressed with myself. I caught up, I started watching in June 2015, and I think I caught up in December 2015. Which sounds wrong. It's like, how could you watch 700 episodes in 6 months? But I'm almost 100% positive that I did, right? Because it was in the middle of the Dofi fight, and the arc that takes place right after that, I vividly remember that watching an episode of that in June 2016. So so the Doflamingo fight had to have been in 2015, have to have started in 2015. And I was definitely, because I remember I caught up and then they took a 2-week break. Like, as soon as I caught up. Because it was around Christmas. So I think I just straight up watched 700 episodes in 6 months. While I was still, like, speedrunning and stuff, which is crazy.
Macho stuff.
Hello, Arkham. Thank you for the good fucking luck, British man. I don't want to be British, though. Jam, did you see what the fucking government... Like, with the taxes and shit? Did you see what they want to do?
That's my favorite line.
They want to tax you from, like, side hustles that you have. If you sell something on eBay, they want to fucking tax you. Like, no, I'm not talking, like, the eBay fees. They literally just want to tax you after the fact. Even though it's the thing... Okay, so, our tax is 20 fucking %, right? Extremely high, so... You buy this product and you get taxed to shit, right? And then it's yours. It's yours. And then you sell it, and then you're gonna get taxed again, with the eBay fees, as well. So you get, like, effectively double taxed, almost. I want to move countries. Because, if they're doing that, right, you know how I said I wanted to make money from YouTube? They're probably gonna do it to YouTube as well. Why wouldn't they? It's the same fucking thing, basically. It's a side hustle. It's supposed to be for people anyway. So, yeah. Like, they're probably going to take, like, 20% plus the YouTube fees, which means that I'll be making, like, less than, like, everyone else, which is awesome. How am I supposed to pay editors when, like, I'm just getting taxed so much, you know? Like, bro, I should just move to America, just be, like, other than the actual move itself, like, when you're actually settled down, it'll just be cheaper, bro. Because then you won't get taxed, like, 500 million% for existing. Yeah, the play is probably, like, yeah. I'm hoping that we can sell that DS before these fucking... before this shit kicks in. Though. Hello, Troyson, and Crash, thank you for the good luck. What's up? You haven't listed it yet, goddamn you. How dare you? Valen movie. Valentine's Day is like 3.5 weeks away. But I also never really, like, think about Valentine's because it's actually, like... It's probably the worst holiday. It's just, like... It's just kind of, you know... My stomach hurts. I'm worried about being able to make it to the end of this stream. Because, right, my stomach hurts. I can tell I need a shit. But it's just not happening, right? So what if, like, fucking 3 or 4 hours from now, I have to stop a run because I'm going to shit myself? Now, what if that happens? That would not be great. True. Yeah, I've bought, like, Valentine's Day, like, chocolate and sweet, like, you know, like, the Haribo hearts? They're fucking, I love the Haribo hearts. They were selling them before, like, reduced price, just a bag of hearts, and I love the hearts, so I was like, don't mind if I do. Oh, speaking of, actually, I said I wanted to lower my, like, soda consumption. And I have started lowering it, which I'm happy about, and I've also lowered my candy consumption a little bit as well. That absolutely did not. I'll if that worked, I'll give the sub, because that did not work. That's how confident I was. Mountain Dew is so good, though, bro. This seizing it in the UK, the American Mountain Dew, because it has, like, cancer-causing chemicals in it or some shit. Right? So, Jam stockpiled a bit. I only bought, like, 1 can, because I already had a couple, so I only bought, like, 1 or 2 cans of Mountain Dew. But yeah, they were selling it in some corner shop for, like, fucking £1.60 or something, which is really good. So I will enjoy them. I will very much enjoy them, but eventually they will be no more, and I will cry. Unless some, like, corner shops can kind of, like, sneakily sell it, import it and sell it, maybe, like, sell it, they just call it, like, American soda or something, and they just, you know. I still have, I have a bottle of Pitch Black. I'm so looking for, because Pitch Black's my favorite one. It's so good. It's like fucking 10 out of 10 drink right there. Like, all the Mountain Dews are like 9 out of 10, right? Pitch Black, 10 out of 10. It's like perfect. It's just perfect drink. So I'm looking forward to that. I have Voodoo 2023, which I haven't tried yet. And I have a can of Frostbite, and that's all the Mountain Dew I have left. Looking forward to all of them. Latte, thank you for reading Brexit. It already happened.
Cleanliness is next to managerliness. This is a job for a manager.
Reserve sweets for either right before or after I eat. Yeah. That's probably good, because your body is, like... You're eating anyway, so... Well, like, obviously my approach is... I don't care about my organs, I care about my teeth. Like, that's the entire reason why I'm doing this.
I'd like to wake up now.
But I've learned a few things from dentist TikTok that help me. And when it comes to candy consumption, like, I learned something as well. I learned 2 things, right? First of all, eating dessert types things, like sweets, like after... Like, having it be the last thing you ate is bad, because then it's, like, the last thing that's on your teeth, like... So, like... it sticks to your teeth. Like, it wouldn't be as bad if you had the sweets first and then, like, the food. Because then it, like... You don't have, like, as nasty of acids on your teeth. And the second thing I learned is that, like, when you eat, it acts as, like, an attack on your teeth because it softens your teeth and, like, and it makes the food, like, acidic, so it's, like, an attack on the teeth, right? So if you were going to eat, it's better to eat, like, a lot of... Okay, so let's say you ate a bag of Haribos, right? And actually, let's say Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids are peak. Alright, so let's say you're eating Sour Patch Kids, right? If you ate the entire bag from when you woke up to when you went to sleep, just throughout the day, you just evenly distributed the sweets until it was all gone, and then you fell asleep, right? That is doing way more damage to your teeth than if you ate it all in one go. If you were going to eat it all in one go... Okay, if you were going to eat it all in one day anyway, it's better for your teeth to eat it in one go. Because then, like... You've already weakened the teeth once. So while eating the extra candy is doing bonus damage to your teeth, it's not recovering, and then you do more damage to it, and then you recover, and then you do more damage to it, and then you recover, and then you do more damage to it. That does more damage overall compared to just eating it in one go. Which is why I ate, I forgot the name, you know those, like, sticks I ate yesterday? That was, like, the reason I ate it all in one go. Because it's not filling anyway, and I just wanted it, so I just ate the whole thing in one go. Now, if you can separate it across days, then that's better. But if you were going to eat it in, like, a day, then it's literally just better to eat it in one go. Saliva. There was like this one contrarian dentist TikToker. I say contrarian because like she would just say stuff that like no other dentist on TikTok would say, and she was like, actually saliva can literally undo the cavities, bruv. And I was just like, there's no fucking way that's true. She literally said that you should, like, take some, like, I forgot what it was, but, like, you can take a thing that makes you produce, like, more saliva, so that it, like, repairs your teeth, but I just don't really believe that. Because why is she, like, the literal only person saying that on dentist TikTok? Oh, I also bought a tongue scraper. It's actually pretty good. Like, on TikTok, like, people were advertising it, like, so obviously I was struggling to trust it. But then, someone on dentist TikTok recommended it, and it wasn't, like, an ad. So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll buy it, they're really cheap. Like, I'll buy it. So I just do that, like, once a day. I let the ads control me. Yeah, drinking water is just, like, such a huge thing, iPie. I was thinking of having a soda yesterday because, like I said before, I need to get through my sodas. I have so many. But I just said, no. I'm having a soda on Monday because I'm going out tomorrow. So I'm not doing that. I don't need, like... It's gone to the point, right? Because on Christmas I had so much candy. I'm just eating chocolate and stuff when I don't even want to, so that I can get through it without it expiring. I genuinely, right? I don't. If any of you have had mini rolls, they're really good. Cadbury's mini rolls, they're fucking great. I've eaten this. I have knockoff ones. I've eaten like 4 out of like 10 in the pack, and I didn't want any of them. I didn't want them. I only ate them because I didn't want them to expire. Do you have any idea how many of my drinks expired that I had to check out? It was so many. I found a drink recently that expired, like, last fucking, like, April. Like, that's how many drinks I have. That's how hard it is to get through them. So I was actually increasing my soda consumption because I just couldn't get through all the drinks, and I was just like, I gotta get through them, I gotta get through them. But I actually tipped some out recently. I tipped out all of the spare prime except for one ice pop. And I tipped out, like, 2 Fantas. Well, yeah, I'm not going to the actual dentist latte, because every single time I go there, I need cavities because I'm unlucky. I mean, I need fillings because I have cavities because I'm unlucky. And, when I hate injections as well, but obviously he's gotta do the injection to numb my mouth, right? On the left side of my face, the injection, like, doesn't do shit. Because they try to, like, save money, we do the same song and dance every single time whenever I need a filling on the left side of my mouth. He does one injection, he starts to drill, it hurts a lot. We wait for a few minutes, he does it again, it hurts a lot. He does a second injection, it hurts a lot, and then I have to sit in the waiting room for like 20 minutes, and then he rushes the job because he wants to go home. We do that every single fucking time. So, I have an actual reason to dislike the fucking dentist compared to, like, the average person, because I have to take 2 injections, and I have to sit there for a really long time, and like, yeah, like, I have to go through more. So, I actually have, like, a valid reason to not like the dentist. On the right side of my mouth, the further right it is, like, if I need a filling, like, right on the back of the right side, then I can't feel shit after the injection. Like, that's fine. But it's, like, the further left it goes, like, the more I can feel it. And the last time I needed one at the very back, -1. So it was like the second to last tooth at the back. And I fucking, dude, that first injection did not do anything. That's pretty gross, Jagger. Oh yeah, you know one thing I did right? I smuggled in Arizona into a restaurant because we have sodas there otherwise anyway, so I was like, oh, if I was going to drink a sugary drink, I should just have, you know, the Arizona. I tipped it into my bottle. My bottle, when it reaches, like, close to the bottom of the bottle, still smells and tastes like weak-ass Arizona, and it's actually gross. So, I don't want to do that again. They try to, like, save money, Trayson, like... Fuck off. Even when I got it just then, I still, like, lost time. My teeth are misaligned, same. I'm lousy about brushing, I used to be. And I drink at least 2 sugar-free sodas per day. I think you could be potentially fucking yourself in the long term, possibly, but maybe not. Because, like, you know, like, the granny who drank, like, a Dr. Pepper a day or something, and she, like, had wine and shit, and she lived until, like, 120. Like, there are people that are literally just built, like, different.
Welcome.
My teeth are, like, annoying because, like, I did not brush them as a kid, and then when I did stop brushing them, I was brushing them way too hard, and then I started brushing them, like, immediately after meals, which I eventually found out you should not do, because when your teeth are in an acidic state, you should not brush your teeth. Then, I would rinse my mouth out after brushing every time, and then I learned that was bad, because you want the fluoride to stay on your teeth. So basically, I've just been doing it wrong this whole fucking time, until, like, pretty recently. And now it kind of makes sense why I was getting so many fucking cavities. Although my last cavity was bullshit as fuck. But, you know. Granted, I had not been to the dentist in over 3 years at that point. And it was apparently only a small cavity. So, like, I didn't do bad in that sense. But the reason why I'm concerned about the next dentist appointment, right? He said, so he did the x-rays and shit, right? And then he said that there were 2 teeth that he wants to look at a second time. And then one of them, he said, needed, when he checked, one of them needed a filling. What if the second one was close to breaking, but not quite, and just naturally, then when I go to the next time, that one's also fucked? Like, what if that's the reason why he needed to look the second time, was to see if it needed to be done just yet? That's what I'm concerned about.
Hey.
One of my teeth is, like, behind 2 other teeth. Like 40% of the tooth is behind 2 other teeth. Other than that, like, my teeth are aligned fine, but, like, my issue is that it's in the middle of my teeth, like, it's, like, the center. So that's where it's, like, obviously most noticeable. And obviously the teeth being, like, yellow, but, like... I think that's also, like, a natural thing of, like, partly being British. And also having parents that, like, smoke. Like, I think that was inevitable. Like, I don't actually have, like, proof. But I would imagine it just seems like the average American just naturally has whiter teeth. Like, naturally. Do you mean in 2024? Dude, Jam, like, just... He's only ever had a couple fillings in his life, and that pisses me off. Because, like, he eats, drinks, etc. way worse than me. And yeah, I didn't brush as a kid, but I'm talking, like, from the teenage years upwards. Like, I've definitely treated my teeth better than him. Never flosses. Like... You know, just, like, I since the age of, like, 14 or something, I definitely have been taking better care of my teeth than him. And he's only ever had, like, 2 fillings, and I've literally had, like, fucking 10 or, like, something like that. Granted, in the past, like, 5 years, well, yeah, no, not 5 years. In the past, like, over 3 years, I've only needed 1. But, I don't know. Sorry to hear that, Tracy. Yeah, so we're, like, in a pretty similar boat then, I suppose. I just didn't like brushing my teeth as a kid. I didn't like the scent, I guess, like, how the toothbrush fell on my teeth or something, I guess. And I would always, like, get to school, like, very last minute, which means I'd just get up, put my clothes on, and just get out the door, you know? So I just, like, didn't care. And it's, like, so frustrating, because obviously, like, if I was just not fucking stupid, then obviously, like, Could have prevented that shit. Yeah. The thing is, as well, like, you gotta be careful, like... If you look at the back of some mouthwashes, some of them literally say, like, caution may cause cavities. Like, some of them literally say that on the back of the bottles. Our tap water does have fluoride, yeah. But, tap water tastes le bad. Speaking of, I haven't had a drink, like, for most of the stream. I should probably have a drink. Bottoms up.
Welcome.
Shab latte, bitch.
Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom.
But yeah, like, I wanna whiten my teeth, but apparently, like, that weakens it, like, permanently. So I have a goal in mind, right? I have a goal. My goal is, if I go to the dentist, like, 4 times in a row or something, and every single time I don't need cavities, I keep saying need cavity, don't need filling, then that would prove that I've taken good enough care of my teeth now to be able to take the sacrifice of weakening them a little bit. You know? I think that'll be, like, obviously not, like, bright white, like, fucking... Celebrities always have their teeth, like, way too white. It's, like, way too harsh. It's like fucking bleach or something. Bleach the teeth. But no, if, like... If I can go several times in a row and I'm completely fine, then I've done a good job, and my reward is white teeth. That would be fucking PogChamp. And because I'd actually take good care of them this time.
Welcome. Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom.
Whitening teeth is not dumb when your teeth are pretty yellow, bro.
Yep. Excitement, adventure, just another day in the life of a man.
Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that one tooth. Because if I pushed it back in place, it would push all of the other teeth into my wisdom teeth, and then I'd have to get the wisdom teeth removed. And I'm not fucking doing that. I already have enough dentist trauma. I'm absolutely not doing that. And I can't remove it because then it'd leave too big of a gap in between my teeth. So that tooth has got to stay there, unfortunately, but I can actually do something about the whitening of the teeth. Like, every fucking, like, popular YouTuber does it, it's just, like, expected. And it would make me, like... You know, I'd be more willing to,